Hello fellow traders, welcome to your favorite channel, Top Master Trader, where your journey to market mastery begins. Today, a very interesting topic, the most expensive book on stock market. Which one is it? What do you think? There's plenty of ancient books behind me. Do you think it's a very old one or quite a new one? We'll answer this question in the second. But before we do that, we have a sponsor of the video where you can get 5,000 trading accounts, the challenge from no one else but Find Your FX, the award-winning prop firm company on the market since 2021. And if you cannot wait to get your hands on a brand new account, you can do it just using the link in the description and grab it now and start trading like a pro. There are simple rules to enter the draw. You need to like, comment and subscribe, and if you must, please share it with your friends, of course. And I will choose one of you in the next video. I did that already a couple of times, and I know that some of you passed the challenge. Congratulations, and are withdrawing money. So don't wait, do it right now and take part in a draw. Now let's reveal the book. And the book is The Profits in the Stock Market by no one else but Mr. Harold McKinley Gartley himself. That's the beautiful book with even more handsome model holding the book. Let's talk about it a little bit before we reveal the price. The book was published in 1935. It's a very well-known book on the stock market, on technical analysis. It's loaded with charts. As you can see on the next slide, there was a book and a separate sleeve with really ton of value in charts. As you can see himself, Mr. Gartley sitting at the desk on the cover, surrounded by charts, by books, studying the market. That's what you should do. That's what I do every day. Sharpen your tool. Go through the historical charts so you can educate yourself, and that's what the book was about. Gartley went through a ton of charts to find the patterns, to crack the code of the market. That's why the book was the most expensive that I know of. Maybe you can prove me wrong, but we will reveal the price in a second, and you will see how pricey this piece of work was. A lot of charts. As I said, this is the view with the republished book. Later on, it was republished a couple of times. You can see in the brand new charts, still in a foil, and sneak peek into the inside. You can see that there are a lot of chart analysis, technical analysis, the double bottoms, the head and shoulders, reverse patterns, beautiful technical analysis for all of technical traders. And if you are a fundamental trader, you can back up your theory with these technicals as well. So the ton of value in the book, and that's the famous page 222. Sometimes the Gartley pattern, which was described on this page, is called the pattern 222 because of the page. And what's there? There is a reversal pattern, either for the bullish market or for the bearish market. Is described very precisely. It's very popular pattern. This is the screenshot from Investopedia, as you can see, which in time implemented as well the Fibonacci into the pattern. But the original writing of the Gartley says nothing about Fibonacci. There is not a word about Fibonacci in the book. So that was the later edition by the traders who start coming up with their own discoveries. Let me know if you want me to make a video on that. You can find already a material in my trading course if you go to my website, where I'm talking about this pattern, as it's very powerful pattern. And now Let's talk about the price. How much was the book? But before we talk about the price, we need to realize that back in the days, the dollar was a little bit different than it's now. It was backed by gold. It was backed by a beautiful, as you can see over here, beautiful coin which says 20 US dollars. And on this bank note, you can see as well 20 in gold coins. So if you would present this banknote in a bank, you would get back your $20 gold coin. So it was just a banknote certificate certifying that you are able to come back and get your gold back, just not to walk around with the heavy coin. You would have just the little certificate. And it was 1-to-1, so $20 for $20 banknote. But what happened in 1934, there was a Gold Reserve Act. And the Gold Reserve Act says that the gold was revalued from $20 to $35. It happened overnight. Of course, there was a massive preparation for that, but it took citizens by surprise. They were deprived from all the gold. They were allowed to have only one coin, 1 ounce of gold to their name, and then they revalued the gold. They took 75% out of gold, out of your banknote value, so you couldn't exchange it anymore. So that was in 1934, 1 year before Mr. Gartley published his book. And what happened later? This is the beautiful coin. Of course, the 20 was wiped out, but not from the coin. It became $35. So the price in 1935, the 1 year later, the price was $150. They devalued dollar. So let's run some calculations, because you might be thinking, oh, 150 is not much. But let me make you realize how much money that was back in the days. We are talking 90 years ago. So the 1 ounce of gold, as we said, $35. So therefore, $150 was equal to 4.29 ounce of gold. Recently, the gold hit the very important number, $3,500. Can you see the relation? $35, $3,500 is exactly 100 times more. Exactly 90 years later, 100 times more. That's how much the dollar got devalued against the gold. And if you go 1 year later, which is 34, before the devaluation, you've got 175 times more of value in the gold, or the less of value in your dollar. So in today's money, you would have to pay for this book $15,000. Think about it. Let it sink. $15,000. Imagine someone back in the days, the traders were paying for their educations $15,000. But you don't need to do that today. If you go to my website, you have the choice of courses where you can pay a fraction of that price, and it's a modern education based on the videos and the modern discoveries as well, the Fibonacci patterns. So Gartley on steroids. And as always, I recommend to you, of course, my master course, where I put all the knowledge. I don't hold back anything. Everything, all my knowledge is poured just there. And to make you realize even more the power of this $150, we can compare it to the price of car. In 1935, it was $600. The car, and the book was $150, so that's the quarter of the value of the car. Nowadays, the car, if you check prices of this class, is around $60,000. So it would be exactly as well, quarter, $15,000. Would you pay $15,000 today for your education to be able to invest the remaining money into the stock market and become a legend, to make the future of your family, the heritage of your children and grandchildren into fruition? Think about that. This is a very important video just based on this little realization, how the proper knowledge cost, how much value there was. If you remember the picture of Gartley sitting in his office, surrounding by these books, by these charts, these years of studying. It's not the charts, electronic charts. You need to draw the candle by candle, each candle by hand. We are talking 90 years ago. There was no digital printers. There was no digital charts like today that you can click the button and have the history of hundreds of charts and dozens of years, the whole century. So let that sink. I hope you love this video as I do. I got really great time making this video for you. And if you did, remember to subscribe to the channel. You will take the part in the competition. And if you love this video, there will be some videos recommended for you on the side of this one by YouTube. So make sure you watch them as well. I talk only good stuff in here. Want to elevate your knowledge on this channel. And remember, if you are really serious about the trading, I invite you to take one of my courses, come to my website. And until the next time, all the best, guys. Bye.